All right, everybody. Now I'm back on the YouTube live. I didn't like that other that app. I have to work with it on my laptop, I think. I hope you guys can hear me because I do not have microphone plugged in. I don't have earbuds. I have nothing. And I'm just completely I've been up since 1 something. I'm just having a lot of insomnia lately. I don't know what the deal is, but I just can't sleep. Ugh. I've been waking up almost every single morning for 2 or 3 weeks, between 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning, and I don't know what it is. If you're in my Patreon, I had a post about this, and I think my thyroid is acting up because sometimes my thyroid goes into hyper mode, and when it does, I don't sleep. I get insomnia. It re-regulates itself, and over the years my doctor, well, I haven't been to a doctor in a long time, but over the years the doctor I was seeing said she didn't want to put me on any medication because the medication can mess up your kidneys, and because mine only goes hyper for from a couple of weeks to a couple of months, and then it re-regulates itself for like 6 or 7 months, it's fine, and then it goes hyper again. So anyway, it's like 3 something in the morning here, and I decided to just jump on YouTube. Why not? Whatever. It's Monday. Got nothing else to do. Thanks to everybody else who's morning early birds hanging with me. I'm glad you can hear me because I don't feel like going in up to the front of the van and getting the microphone. So, hey Patrick. Hey Edgy. Ambitious, Lena, Brilliance, Pam, and Wanda. Good morning to everyone. Happy early morning. Um, So I figured I'd just jump on and we would just chat until I get tired. So I did some social media stuff. I did some um what else I did? I did my Patreon post for today. I pulled out my calendar. If anybody's watching the replay or is on live right now and you know about the happy planners, and you're one of those happy planner people that makes their own covers, will somebody make me a new cover because I do not like florals at all. But this is the cover that I had last year for the mini happy planner, and I love the mini happy planner. So what I did is I just got the 6 month expansion pack because it's blank and it's just the monthly, because I don't plan weekly. I'm not a weekly planner. I hate weekly planners because sometimes I write stuff in and sometimes I don't, and I don't like looking at all those blank pages. And they just end up being too thick and bulky because I'm not using it like that. So I like the monthly planner. So I got a monthly insert for my old cover from last year. Now, when I was in Sticks and Bricks and when I was working at the school, I used to make happy planner covers all the time because I had my own little laminator and all that. But don't have that in the van. So if anybody is into planning and knows about happy planners, and this is the mini size, and wants to make me a red, black, gray, and white um cover that's laminated, I would much appreciate it. So that's for anybody watching live right now or anyone who watches the playback. So yeah. uh, so hey to Tracy. Hi Estella. Which you up early too, huh? No, it's not Freaky Friday. Freaky Friday, now that I have my calendar out, I wrote some things in it for December. Freaky Friday um is actually next Friday, the 14th. So yeah. Good morning, Mahadi. Oh, Pam, you make them? Oh, I'm so excited, Pam. Are you gonna make me a cover? My address is in the description box below. Yeah, I always end up going back to the Happy Planner. I have had ring bound planners. I've never really had a spiral planner, but I've had ring bound planners before. And I've used composition notebooks to make my own planner, which I really like. But you can't put pages in. You know, if you want to add something in, you can't. I love disc bound planners. As you can see, I've changed my discs because the Happy Planners come with those cute little hearts in the center, and I'm just not a really hearty heart person, even though I use hearts to express my love for you guys in comments and stuff like that. But I don't want hearts on my planner, and they also came with the gold. I do not like gold. This is killing me because this is gold. I don't know if it comes across on camera, but this is gold foil. I hate gold. I'm a silver girl. I do not like florals. I don't like flowers. Like, don't send me flowers. If we're dating, don't send me flowers. Send me chocolate. I'm not, and everything about this is not me. It's pink. I don't like pink. I don't like gold, and I don't like florals. So it's like, ah. um, Pam, if you want to email me, I can send you um a PNG copy of the logo I'm currently using, and you can put that on my cover. You could do like a black cover, and then put my Crystal Vanner crystalvanner.com logo on here, and just a plain black cover would be perfectly fine with me. Or you could do, you know, black with maybe a pattern of red in the background, and then put my red and black logo on top of that. Email me, hellocrystalvanner@gmail.com, if you're willing to make me a mini Happy Planner cover. Um, that would be awesome. Um, oh, Acella's working. Yes, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. We only got 5 little thumbs ups. I know it's early. Do I like dot grid or line paper? I like both. So, definitely, if you can give me a few pieces of dot grid and a few pieces of lined, I would love that. Because see all this? See how they do this? I don't need all that. I don't need a habit tracker. I don't need a checklist. I don't need my top 3. I just want lines that I can write notes on. It's like, I don't need all this. I don't need this. Look, I don't need you to tell me what I need to get done, what I need to focus on. I don't want that. I just want some lines and maybe a few sheets. Like, this dot grid is fine because sometimes I do jot down random notes, lists, and draw little pictures and doodles to myself. So just a little bit of dot grid paper is fine. But, and I don't even like this, daily to-dos. It makes me feel like I have to do this every day when I don't have everyday daily to-dos. My life is not like that. You know, line paper is perfectly fine. And I don't like, see, I don't like all these nice colors. I don't like all that. The black and white stripes is perfectly fine. I don't mind that. But yeah, I'm just not feeling it. Not feeling it at all. I really only wanted the monthly pages, you know, and I don't have much written down already, but there's some notes I need to take here and there. But mostly I just want a monthly calendar, one a month, plain black and white. I can add color where I want. I can add stickers where I want. And then some lined paper and a few dot grid papers. That's it. That's all I want. Plain and simple. Anyway, I know you're just kidding, Lena. Christine says only know 2 grown men that can wear pink. I don't mind people wearing pink. It's just not my color. Red is my color. If I can't find something in red, then I go and try and find it in black. If I can't find it in black, then I'll look for it in gray. And then if I can't find it in gray, I might get pink as after that. But my order of color choices for clothing, well, not clothing because I don't really wear as much red clothing as I used to. My wardrobe used to be almost all red and black and gray clothing. But like for stuff in the van, my home decor is always red first, then black, then gray is my choices. And I have pops of white here and there, but I try not to do too much white just because it gets so dirty. And all of my laundry I do in one load. I mix my colors because I only have a couple of white things that are white, And mostly it's a couple of t-shirts that I wear underneath. So if they're dingy, it doesn't matter. They're clean, but they're not white anymore. So that doesn't even matter to me. They're underneath my shirt, so it doesn't matter. Lena says a homemade book just for Crystal, a new style. Pam says undated month on 2 pages. If you would date them, that would be fine. You can date them for me. And if you get it, if you want to start with January, that'd be great. I can start the new year with a new planner. That'd be perfect. Yeah, you can go ahead and date it for me, but the dates can be little like this, so it gives me more room to write. And yeah, on 2 pages is perfect because I do need room to write. So yeah, that would be, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Oh, a big thing if you could do it. There's not too much trouble is on the monthly, and it's very hard to find planners that do this. I like lines in my boxes. If that's not too difficult, I would love lines in the boxes. If you can't do it, don't worry about it. But I only found one planner in my life of using planners, and I think it was like a Franklin Covey planner way back in the day that actually had lines in the boxes, and I was just like, oh. So I love lines in the boxes. Hey, BGLIV. Miss M, how are you? I'm up early because I have insomnia, and it's quite all right. It happens from time to time, so I thought I'd jump on a live. Yeah, lines and boxes are like, that's like planner porn. Because you don't find it. You really just don't find it. If you want to email me, we can chat back and forth about what I like and don't like. I just want everything to be plain black and white. White paper, black print, block letters, pretty basic letters. I do like this little section here, but I would prefer to have it lined instead of dot grid, so you could do a notes section there, because sometimes I jot little things there that I want to get done in the month. There's no real date for it. It's just something I want to accomplish before the end of the month kind of thing. But we can email back and forth, and I can take pictures of some different things and send them to you. So just shoot me an email after this live at HelloCrystalVanner@gmail.com. And I'll find some pictures online of things I like and send them to you. And if you want to incorporate those, fine. But for the basics, I just really want a monthly planner with some blank line pages and a couple of dot grid pages that I can doodle on here and there. Charlene says, in past, I've used Microsoft Word to construct the docs needed for whatever, shrunk to size, enlarge print, and print it out. That's true. I could definitely do that. But my biggest thing is I don't have the punch. And so that means I'd have to single hole punch and then snip for every page that I put in. And I've been doing a lot of little things around the van, and my hands are not feeling real happy right now. So me trying to do that is like a pain in my butt. So but I do think I want to I do have the I did buy probably 4 to 6 months ago. I did buy the We Are Memory Keepers, that little punch thing that they made where you can change the cartridges in them to fit all kinds of planners. I did not get the punches for these, so that's probably going to be my next crafting purchase, is to get the punch for the Happy Planner. I only have the regular punch holes that it came with for punching for ring binders. So Charlene said this is her regular waking up time. Oh, okay. Yeah, I figured Monday morning a lot of people waking up for work. Lady Saul says, "Hey Crystal, I have insomnia too." Lena says, "He told her what you doing, letting your dress fly all about you too old for it." What? Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. Who, Lena, who are you talking to? I don't know. There must be a separate. I don't know. Leslie says, "Hey from the Victoria Palace Theatre in London." Hi, Leslie in London. Okay, Lena. I don't know what kind of conversation you're having, but you're going to get my channel blocked. Oh, it's a joke. Okay. Yeah, I missed too much of it. Let me scroll back. Lena, okay, I'm going to read Lena's joke. one day, I hope it's okay and I don't get, my channel doesn't get dinged up. My video doesn't get dinged. Okay. One day, an old man saw an old woman at the bus stop and it was windy and her dress was flying. And a man saw this and he told her, "What are you doing letting your dress fly all about? You too old for that." And she said, "Let me tell you something, baby. What's old upstairs is brand new down here." Oh, okay. I don't get it. Ugh. Um, BGLIV Van Life says, "Do you ever wonder why people have multiple planners at one time?" I used to have two planners. Two is the most I've ever done. Um, I did at one point have two planners because I had a regular size happy planner that I was using more for decorating purposes and not really planning. And then I had a composition notebook that I made into an actual planner that I was using as an actual planner. Because one was for my, when I was working, one was for like personal stuff and decorating purposes, and the other one was for like work and my after school. I worked at a middle school for many years and I had an after school program where we did crafting things. So that was where I wrote all my ideas and stuff like that for what I wanted to do with my after school group. So I've only had two planners at one time. I don't see how people can have two and three and four planners. That seems so confusing to me. Hey, Life of Los. Good night / good morning, everyone. I haven't been to sleep either. Well, I did go to sleep, but I woke up at 1 something Arizona time. So, and it's now 3:27. So I've been up for a while. Christine says and got held by the worked and got held by the hair to stay put now to get the hippie off. And it's windy in New York. Oh, yeah, I can imagine how cold and windy it is on the East Coast. I am not even missing that at all. I also have a few stickers. Someone made me this paper clip for my planner. It says Crystal. I don't know if that's backwards when you guys look at it, but it says Crystal. An ex-coworker who was also a planner at the middle school I worked at. She made that for me. And then I bought some stickers from a couple of different Etsy shop owners, black Etsy shop owners. I bought this woman. She's got an afro. I asked her to put red glasses and silver earrings instead of gold. And I have her in different sizes. And I bought stickers from Cookie Sticker Co. It's a black-owned sticker company on Etsy. This is the lady with the hair wrap. So I bought those. I don't buy a bunch of stickers, but I was in a group. I was in a black women's, a women of color planning group. And so I bought some stickers from a few of the women there. But I don't really buy a lot of stickers because I don't decorate as much as I used to back when I was living in Sticks and Bricks. When I was in Sticks and Bricks and working at the school, oh my gosh, I had stickers galore. These are also some girls from Cookie Sticker Co. Some black girls from Sticky Cooker Co. And it's, put it up there, it's Cookie Sticker Co. If you want to find her on Etsy. I guess her shop is still in business. I don't know. It's been so long since I bought stickers. Not in the sticker kind of planning anymore. I'm just doing plain, simple planning now. It's just not my thing anymore to do all that decorating. Because I've downsized my stickers and all of my crafting bag stuff to one small backpack or medium-sized backpack. So thank you, Lena. Leslie said it's weird being at work this time of morning. I normally work at night, but we're rehearsing, so it feels weird. What are you rehearsing for, Leslie? Ooh, 45 degrees in Syracuse. Ooh, my gosh. Charlene says, when smartphones started advancing, I've used the sticky notes on the phone. I do have the sticky notes app on my phone too, but I use that mostly for my list of stuff I need to get when I go to the grocery store or Walmart. And it just sits on my homepage of my phone. So I do use that too, but I'm not a huge list taker. I really need to organize thoughts and stuff. A lot of times I need to write stuff down to get it out of my head. Video ideas or which video I want to edit or remembering what to put in the calendar for crystalvanner.com and stuff like that. I need to write those things down sometimes as reminders. And I need to be writing down reminders of things I need to tell you guys when I'm on a live video. So sometimes I forget information to put out there and then I try and put it on social media, but not as many people are on my social media as are on my YouTube. So it's like, oh, I forgot to say such and such in the video. So I try to put it in the description box, but a lot of people don't read the description box of videos. I don't know why. Like every YouTuber's like, it'll be in the description box. And then you go to the comments and somebody asks you a question and it's like, it's in the description box. So I don't know. It's so weird. I don't know why people don't. I read every description box of videos that I watch. So I don't understand. Lena says, that's neat. I like those stickers. Thank you. Christine says 37 last time over the radio in Niagara Falls. Okay, ambitious. Just took Pooch out for potty, going to sleep now. Have a good night or day. Bye. Yvonne says, thank you for adding me. Thank you for joining the family. Kusil. I'm just gonna call you Kusil. Kusil? I don't know how I'm saying that. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Says, what do you do with your old planners like journals, blah, 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 blah? If kept, where do you find storage or do you plan on digitizing it for your family to literally read your van life journey? This is my van life journey journal. YouTube is my van life journey journal. I don't journal, write out stuff about my van life adventures or anything. It's all videoed. That has been videoed since day one, since my last couple of days in Sticks and Bricks. I've been videoing. So, no, there's no written journal for van life. I don't journal write anymore, really. I do have one journal that was made for me when I first started out van life traveling, which was over a year ago when I hit the road. And she's probably one of my first subscribers I met, first or second subscribers that I actually met. Went to her house. She gave me all these beautiful gifts. I'll try and remember to come back and put that video in the description box here. It's so old, I really got to go find it. But I'll show you the journal. So the journal is a beautiful, beautiful handmade journal from scratch, made by hand, and it's all red, black, gray, white. It's my whole color scheme. As a matter of fact, you give me a second and I will reach under the bed and grab it because it's under the bed in a storage box and I really got to start putting some stuff in it. But hold on, give me a sec. Okay. See, it was right under the bed. I know exactly where everything is. This is what I say. Everything has to have a place. You need to know exactly where everything is. So this is the journal. I keep it in one of these 2-gallon Ziploc bags. If you've never bought 2-gallon Ziploc bags, I'm telling you now, buy them. They are so worth it. And Dollar Tree has their version of the 2-gallon Ziploc bags. So anyway, this is the journal. Let me take it out the bag. And in the beginning, I was really, I had a little printer that would print out photos from your cell phone. It was a little Bluetooth printer. It stopped working, unfortunately. It was quite old, but it stopped working. And so there was that. So this is the journal made for me by hand. So what it is it's an actual hardcover book that was redone. And that my camera is really close to me because this is where I watch my TV stuff. My cell phone's really close, so I'm gonna have to hold this back here. So it's a hardcover book that she went in and she added pages. She basically took the pages out of it. She painted it, she stenciled it, she covered it, she put all kinds of stuff on it, but it's a handmade journal for me. And so this is how it's held closed because it's really, really fat. Because as you add stuff to the pages, it really gets fat and it won't stay closed. So she put the ties on there. So it's all red, black, white, and gray. And this is the very first, this is the card she gave me when she gave it to me. She gave me a couple other little gifts too. And her name is Millie. And I don't want to, I think her phone number's on here, so I don't want to, but she goes by Soaring Progeny. Soaring like flying and progeny. If you find her, you can find her on, I think she has a YouTube channel. She definitely has a Facebook. And I want to say she has an Etsy, but I'm not 100% sure. But it says, thank you for stopping by and meeting me. It was awesome. Enjoy the few goodies I put into the bag. I hope you can use it all. We'll be tuning into your channel to keep up with your current journey. I hope we become good friends. XO Millie. So these are some of the pages. I'll just flip through some of the pages. And as you'll see, I put stuff in them. And some of them have pockets. So there's pockets, and I put some of my little, when I visited places, you know, you get the little visitor things. I stick those in the pockets. So these are some places that I visited, and there's a lot of little tuck spots. There's lots of little things. I wrote little notes inside. There's little things you can tuck in, and there's also flip outs. This is when I had my job at Massachusetts, when I went to Massachusetts, and that's when I went to I found a part-time job on Craigslist for a weekend job. These are cards that I got from different people. I wrote little notes about different things. And it's not even nearly finished or full at all. This is when I went to Maine for the first time and had my lobster. So I took the little menu thing and cut out the lobster picture. And this was the bib. This is a bib. I got an extra bib. So this is the plastic bib. I just put it in a piece of plastic. And I wrote a little bit. This is how you're supposed to eat the lobster. This was on the paper placemat. That's how you're supposed to eat a lobster. So this journal, this is when I went to the first Decatur, Georgia Tiny House Festival and saw Jewel Pearson again. So if you're not familiar with Jewel Pearson, she is a tiny African-American tiny house owner and advocate. This is when I first met Spencer, my barber in Georgia. He gave me my first haircut, and so I met some other subscribers. Oh, one of my papers came out. And I met other subscribers as I was traveling when I first started traveling. There's another page where I've got some little tuck areas and flip areas. This is another little paperclip that was made for me. That's Not Your Mama's Van on a paperclip that was made for me by my same coworker that made the one that says Crystal. So this journal is just full of love. She spent probably a couple of days making this journal for me. And these are pictures of Miss Gypsy Soul's tiny house. So I got to spend the day with her. She took me out to lunch. She had come to the DC area, and I went to her seminar that she was doing. And I think it was like $150 for the weekend. And it was money well spent. I'm probably not going to do a tiny house. I'm probably going to do a container home, but just hearing her story, awesome. Jewel Pearson is a very awesome woman. So this is when I was in South Carolina, and I went to the Chinese Lantern Festival. I have a video on that. Yep, it's look in my videos, you'll see that. Yep. So this is another page I didn't finish. I have lots of blank places, lots of blanks to fill in. This is one of the stickers I printed out with the little printer that I used to have. It was a digital printer. It's a small little printer. Looks like a big cell phone, and you can print from your cell phone Bluetooth. But again, it stopped working, and to buy another one is like $100. So I'm like, I don't have $100 to put towards that. I need other stuff. This is when I went to Texas. And again, more pockets. Some of the pages are, pasted together, and made into pockets. Lots of little tuck spots, lots of little pieces to put notes on, and lots of fold out. She gave me so much room to write in, just so much room to paste pictures in, keepsakes in, write in. I'm losing all my little things. But this is why I keep it in plastic, because it's very delicate and I don't want to mess it up. This is when I went to the Black History Festival last year when I was in Vegas. I'm going to try and go to that again in February. This is when I got my Arizona state trust pass for parking on state trust land. This is when I went to the Salton Sea. And that's also the day that I went to the Slab City. Yep. I put ticket stubs in there from when I go to different places. I really, really, really love the detail that she put into this journal. And you could use anything. These are old, like, legal things, and she just colored them. She just dyes them. You can tea dye paper. You can dye paper with food coloring. Just lots of little things, little tuck spots. And I know I'm missing all your comments, but I'll go scroll back through. And here's, more pages in the back that I don't have anything written on. More little tuck things I can pull out and write inside. More little cards I can pull out and put pictures on. Tons and tons of stuff. And this is a card from someone. But yeah, so definitely I love journals. I love that whole, this is very creative. I used to make junk journals, which I really, really enjoyed doing for a while, and I would make them and give them away, because when I found out about junk journals, I was already living in my van. But they were such a source of therapy for me, making journals, gluing on paper, cutting paper, which is why I need to get back into my crafting. Now my only crafting that I do is I make bookmarks, but my bookmarks are made in a collage fashion. So they're all different. They're not all the same. I have scraps of scrapbooking paper that I decoupage onto cardstock that's in the bookmark. So I make bookmarks. I really need to start making some of those and giving them away when I meet you guys. All right, I'm going back to look at the comments. Leslie says, I'm in UK. Cast of Hamilton. We have a new cast members joining tonight, so we're running through the show. Oh, Leslie! Congratulations for being in the UK Hamilton production. Patrick says, I'm still in shorts and t-shirt. I really get cold. So right now it's probably in the low 50s right now, because it is in the middle of the night. Well, middle of the morning. So is it 4 yet? No, not even 4 o'clock yet. So it's probably about 52-ish or something. I can look it up on my other phone. I keep my other phone over here. This is also what I watch TV on. Let's look it up. Let me look it up right now. But during the day, we do get up to definitely in the 65 to 76 just now. Weather. So it says right now that it's 44. It doesn't feel 44, but I do have my little cooktop on, so that might be why I feel warmer in here. So my cooktop is on the lowest flame possible, so it's keeping me warm. So it says it's 44 right now. We have a high of 62 today. So it looks like it's going to be from 62 all the way through 67-ish throughout the day this whole week. So, which is not bad. I mean, it is December. Looks like Thursday we might get a little bit of rain. So we'll have to watch for that, because you can have those flash floods in the washes. Charlene says, oh, so just try a voice recorder and a blank journal sectioned off. Good morning. Good morning, Ebony from the East Coast. Good morning, everyone. Oh, you changed your name, Carla. Okay. I'm not gonna remember that. But hey, how are you? Lena said, that's what I was saying, a homemade journal for Crystal. Charlene says, that's a wonderful gift. Dollar Tree is my best bud, but I found so much stuff there. Dollar Tree does have a really nice section for crafting stuff. If you want to find crafting stuff to make your own journals and stuff like that. Their composition books are good. Would I do any composition book are good, even if I get, a really good composition book like from Staples, I still go through my composition books and I paste every other the 2 pages together. So I go through. So if it's a 100-page composition book, it's going to end up being 50 pages because I always glue the 2 pages together. Because I tend to, when I use my composition books, I like to use markers and stuff in them, so that way there's no bleed through. Thank you, Los. Lady Saul, oh, thanks for the $5 super chat. Says, hey, Crystal, I gained so much knowledge from you. Small donation from Lady Saw here in D.C. Woohoo! Another East Coast DMV sister. Woohoo! Thank you. Charlene says she's talented. I see how the book is serving you so well. Wish Upon a Journey says Black History in Vegas sounds fun. It was a very, very fun thing. Thank you. Australia loves me. Thank you, Jane. All right, I think I got through all the comments. Yeah, that was a really sweet gift, and I really treasure it. It's one of the few big, thick items I have in my van that, that I don't really use. So I don't, I pretty much have to use stuff in my van. So, but I have stopped using that journal because, again, I haven't been able to print any pictures out. So at some point, I'm going to spend few days going to the library and printing out some pictures. I don't know if I'll get that done this month or not, but while I'm here, kind of stationary sort of, I can go into town and print some pictures out. I think color copies are like 25 cents a page. So I'll just, I shrink all my pictures and get enough on one page. And then I'll cut them out and glue them into my journal for some of my travels and stuff like that. And just go back and write some different things in there. But mostly it'll be pictures, so. Halfro is a great haircut. Saw a dude at a gas station with half his head bald, the other half afro. Maybe he's going bald. Maybe he always had an afro, but he's lost his hairline. I don't know. Whatever. Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. To each their own. There's something to be said about being unique, right? Oh, my Wi-Fi iPhone is telling me that my iCloud is getting full. And that's because I had to film my the setting up of my backup camera on my Wi-Fi only iPhone. I had to film it there because this phone, my actual real phone, which is a Motorola E5 Supra, the camera was acting funny. It just kept saying cannot record, and I'm like, why? I have plenty of SD card memory, so it wasn't a memory thing. It just was acting weird. I don't know if the camera needs an update, which is what I'm thinking. So hopefully they'll be sending out an update for the camera soon. I am still in Arizona. Yep. Still in Arizona. I'll be in Arizona pretty much the whole winter until spring comes. I'm not going to be doing too much traveling because of the repairs I need to do on the van. So as I start doing repairs, I'll do a little more traveling. But I'll, for the most part, be in Arizona, different parts of Arizona, all within a like 50-mile radius of each other. Where I am now is not too far from Ehrenberg, which is not too far from Parker, which is not too far from Quartzsite. So those are probably the places I'm going to be traveling to. I really want to get to back over near the water. So there's one spot that I go to that's near the water. So I'm hoping around the 6th or the 7th to have my tire put on, my other tire, and then be able to go to my water location here in Arizona that I like to park at for a little bit. Let me see the dates for the calendar because I do have my job I do every Friday. So I do have to be back here on Friday mornings. So if I get that tire done on the 7th, which is a Friday, Then I can leave on Saturday to my location I like to park to next to the water and stay there all the way through Thursday and then come back here on Thursday. So that'll give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days near the water. Come back here on Thursday where I'm camped now, to be here for Friday morning for my job. And then just stay here probably until RTR. So we'll see. I haven't decided yet. But I do have to be back here in the town that I'm in now for my job every Friday morning. Good morning to everyone who's getting up on this Monday morning, getting in, going out to work. I don't have any meetups in Arizona. The last meetup I had was in Vegas, and some people came out from California to Vegas. But if you are in Arizona, um, our Arizona meetup is basically the RTR next month. So, if you're in Arizona, come out to Quartzsite to the RTR, and that's where you can meet me because I'll be there the whole time. I will be leaving the 2 Thursdays that we have RTR. I will be leaving Thursday afternoon and coming back Friday afternoon because I do have to do my job. So I will leave Thursday afternoon, probably around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and park here in town where I am now. Do my job on Friday morning, and my job is usually done by 11. It's only like an hour. Like 9:30 to 10:30ish, 11 at the most. So, I'll do my job and then I'll drive back out to RTR and do the same thing the following Thursday because there's 2 Thursdays in RTR over the week, 2 weeks that it's there. Charlene said it might have been saving things to the phone. No, it's saving things to the SD card because I checked that. That was the first thing I checked. It is saving things. It doesn't say memory full. It just says cannot record at this time or something weird like that. Bye, Jane. Good night. Christine says I didn't know you could print pics at the library. How does that work? So, what I do is I take my my flash drive and I put it in my laptop and I open up a Word document. This is how I do it. I open up a Word document and I just basically take all of the pictures from so all of my pictures on my cell phone go to my Google Pictures. So I open up Google Pictures and then I open up a Word document. And so I split screen it. So I shrink the screens down so they're side by side. And I just take pictures from my Google, download it to the ones I want, download it to the flash drive, save it to the flash drive. Then on the side where the Word document is, I just start pasting them in there, taking them from the flash drive, putting them on the Word document, and then shrinking them to the size that I want them. Because I usually only want my pictures to be about 3 inches by 2 inches. So I can get about, depending on if it's landscape or portrait, I can get probably 10 to 12 pictures on a regular 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So I usually do that. Print quality is not that great because the library computers, you can't usually ask it to print in the highest quality because they're trying to conserve their ink. Um, if it does give you the capability to choose the best quality of print, if you can go into the settings of the printer at the library and choose the best quality, then do that definitely. But sometimes they usually have it set up to just like normal, basic, and it's not the greatest printing out for photos. But you can also take your things over to Staples or Kinko's or something like that and get it print on actual photo paper. It's going to cost you a bit, probably $1 or $2 per page. But if you really want quality, nice photos, you could go that route. I don't particularly need that because I already have the pictures in my Google Photos. This is just for this journal. So I don't necessarily print out the really high quality, expensive things. Wish Upon a Time says, I'm almost there. I'm going to women's RTR, but I don't think I'm going to the main RTR. Oh, that's too bad because I'm not going to women's RTR. But I will be in Quartzsite on the 8th. So maybe before you leave, if you want to email me, we can hook up before you leave. Lena says, do I have a radio that tells about severe weather so you can be alert to get to safety? I do not have one of those weather radios. I know they make the one with the crank. I do not have one of those, but I check the weather forecast. So when it's going to rain, and I'm parked a little bit higher. I'm not parked in a wash area. There are some people parked lower, so they would have more issues than I would. I'm up on the higher spot, so I don't think I would have too much of an issue with the flash flood where I'm parked. But I probably should do that, huh? Or sign up. I could probably just sign up online somewhere for alerts or something. Probably there's probably something or an app. Good night, Jane. Yes, don't forget to hit the like button, the thumbs up button, guys. Hey, Cricket. Okay, Charlene, bye. Life of Los. $20 super chat. Cool beans. Thank you, Los. Keep up the great content. Love you. I love you too. I'm going to call you this week. I'm going to try to. Jane wants to know, are you an introvert? And if so, why all this? Interesting question. I have found out this last year that I'm not an introvert like I thought I was. I'm an ambivert. So an ambivert is basically an introvert with extrovert tendencies is how I describe it. So I am an introvert because I recharge my battery and I get back to my zen by being alone. But I can also be very social. And I think I'm that's part of my bipolar as well, because I have bipolar 2 disorder. So the bipolar tends to help me be social because I do get really amped in social. I feel myself kind of increasing in social situations. Like I overtalk people and I don't mean to, and I know it's rude, but I can't control it, you know? Um, and I get really loud, even though I'm a loud person anyway, but I tend to get a little bit louder than my norm. And it's like I have to get my information out there. So I really have to be conscious. And sometimes you'll see me, it'll seem like I'm not paying attention. It's because I'm kind of talking to myself and trying to calm myself down in social situations. Like I want to be in all the conversations. Every conversation that's happening, I want to put my input. And sometimes people think I come across as being a busybody or a know-it-all, but that's just part of my bipolar. Sorry. So I really end up being very quiet until you get to know me. Um in a big group setting, like around a big campfire, I probably won't talk as much in the beginning just because I'm kind of feeling out the conversations and trying to really decide, do I even want to say anything? Should I even say anything or should I just listen? So uh Teresa wants to know if I'm going to make stickers to give away at the RTR. I have been debating about making stickers. My problem is I can't decide on a logo. um I just can't. I can't decide on what I want my logo to look like. And I use that circle that says crystalvanner.com in the middle, and it says um join the journey and then welcome to the family. But I don't know if I really like that 100%. And if you've been with me for any number of months, you know I've changed the logo several times. It used to be a woman's face, and it said Crystal Vanner on it. But then someone copied that and they made a fake account on YouTube and with my name, Crystal Vanner, and they took my logo and they were going to other people's videos and commenting as if they were me, and people were believing that it was me. As a matter of fact, they commented on a friend's video um in a very nasty comment as well. And she hit me up on Facebook like, why did you say that? And I'm like, what are you talking about? So I had to go on her video. I hadn't even watched the video. I had to go in her video and I saw the comment and it had my actual logo. So I changed my logo. My logo has been taken and pirated and used 3 different times. 3 different logos that I've used have been taken and someone's made a fake YouTube account. There's actually a YouTube account now. Someone actually joined my Patreon This is how sick trolls are. Someone actually joined my Patreon, paid the dollar a month, and I don't know who it was, paid the dollar a month for like 2 or 3 months just so they could screenshot what I was doing on Patreon and make videos saying this is what you're paying for on Patreon. This is the lazy crap she's doing on Patreon. Like, really? So yeah, there's an account on YouTube, and I have reported them, but they're still up. The last I looked at it, I don't think they're on my Patreon anymore, so there's no more new videos, but there's like 2 or 3 videos up there. Like that's the links that someone would go to just to troll me. It's ridiculous. So I don't know what it was. Um Hey Audrey, thanks for catching me on your break. Jane says, "I bet you are not bipolar, sweetie." I do have bipolar. I went undiagnosed for many many years, and I am bipolar. I um I have bipolar 2. There's difference between bipolar 1 and bipolar 2. Bipolar is like on a spectrum, just like autism is on a spectrum. There are different levels. There are different symptoms. There are different ways that it manifests for each individual person. So it's very different. Very different. Yeah. Hey, Patrick. Pam says some people are just too extra. That's crazy. So sorry that happened to you. Yeah, so I do want to make stickers because I want to put some stickers in my Teespring store to sell. But and I also like you said, when I meet people, I want to give stickers away too. So it's like, but I can't really decide on an actual logo. I don't know if I want a picture of a van and maybe put crystalvanner.com on it. I just don't know. I'm very indecisive. Another part of the bipolar decision making. But yeah, I'm just really apprehensive to say this is my logo and then be like, I don't like that after a couple of months, because you guys know how I do the van. After a few months, I'm changing something, I'm tweaking constantly. There's always something being tweaked in this van. So it's like I just don't do well with the permanence of stuff. So it's like, ooh, what if I don't like it? I guess once I sell out of those stickers, I can always change it, right? I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know what I wanted to say. I don't even know if I wanted to just say crystalvanner.com and that's it. Maybe that's all it should say. I don't know. I don't know what you guys want in a sticker. Maybe I'm gonna put a poll. I'll put a poll up on YouTube, and you guys can take the poll. What do you want to see in a Crystal Vanner sticker? Do you want to see just crystalvanner.com? Keep it very simple and clean and classic. Do you want to see a picture of a van in the website name? Do you want to see the round logo that I use occasionally here and there? Um, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I look at some other YouTubers and they've had the same logo ever since I started watching them, and I'm like, man, I wish I could just. I'm debating about going on Fiverr and finding someone to come up with a logo for me. Or if any of my Vanner fanners, if that's something you do, you have that skill set, definitely email me and hit me up and let's work on something together, because I will promote you in a video. Um, because I'm very indecisive. I don't know what I want. I want something nice, clean, and professional, but I want somebody else to come up with the idea, I guess, so I can look at a couple different options, maybe 4 or 5 options, and say, yes, that's it. That's the one I want. I don't know. So if that's a skill set you have and you want to make me a logo so I can put it on stickers and put it on a t-shirt, because I want to do t-shirts too. That's another reason why I don't have any Crystal Vanner t-shirts, because I don't know what I want to put. So anyway. Life of Los, I have not changed my bed. So Los and a good friend of ours named Jimmy, they have this thing that they tease me about changing my bed, because in the beginning, I did change my bed several times. This is the same bed that I put in this van. Well, no, it's not the same from the very beginning. So remember, this bed was the lift top bed, and then we deconstructed, and now I just have the regular bed with the 3 big compartments for putting bins in. The bed position may change, but the bed itself has not changed. Leave me alone. Patrick says trolls are just secretly in love with you, Crystal, and don't know how to understand that they can't have you. I love that. Hi, Wanda! Oh my OMG. What are you doing, CrystalVanner? Hello, peeps. First chat in a long time. Just getting up for work. Hi, Miss Wanda. How are you? Teresa says something simple. She wants a simple logo. Lena says, Patrick saw you are right because when somebody don't like, they don't make it an issue. You're right. I guess that's true. Rebecca. Hey, Rebecca. I'm going to bed since I keep dropping my phone. Oh, Rebecca, thanks for joining us. Good night, sweetie. What time is it here again? It is 4:06 a.m. Wanda says most trolls are people you know, unfortunately. So, but some of your friends are haters. Yeah, I believe some trolls are probably people I actually know or have met. And what they did is they just have another Gmail account because you can have as many Gmail accounts as you want. My gosh, I have like 5 of them. So, you can have another Gmail account and then just go into YouTube under a different Gmail account and I wouldn't know it's somebody that I know. So, yeah, I'm sure it's people I've met in real life. I'm sure it's people that call themselves my friends. But, it is what it is. All I'm going to say is them interacting in the comments, even though the comments are negative, it still looks like interaction to YouTube's algorithm. It's like, oh, people are commenting. That's all that matters. So they're still helping me out. So Patrick says my logo should have frogs and a van and my pretty face. Aw, thank you, Patrick. Yes, don't forget the thumbs up before you leave. Thank you for the reminder, Kusil. I think I'm pronouncing that so wrong. Spell it out phonetically. Wanda says no worries because you're getting paid. That's right. It's all engagement as far as YouTube's algorithm is concerned. Sometimes I do, after too much back and forth, I do kind of block because sometimes someone will say something really negative and a bunch of you guys come to my defense and I appreciate that, but then it gets really crazy in there and sometimes I have to just delete the whole thing because they will go back and forth as long as somebody's commenting. Lena says, but they have the same 24 hours to make a difference in their life. Okay, but that just means you're cool. Thank you. Jane, I thought you were going to bed. Platypus, I think you need to go to bed. Life Hello says, I say a simple logo, then offer different stickers if possible, yet have one defined logo as who you are. That's a good idea. I could have different stickers that people can choose if they want a more busy sticker or they want one with a picture of the van and my or they want a plain sticker or they want the circle one. That's true. I could do different stickers, but then the actual logo that I use on all my platforms could be a simple one. That's true. That is true. But I need to figure out what I'm going to put on a t-shirt because a lot of people have been asking me about t-shirts. Like, why aren't you selling t-shirts with your logos on them? Because I do have my Teespring store, but I don't have anything with my actual logo on it or says crystalvanner.com or anything like that. And I just don't know what to put on a t-shirt. I guess I could do several different t-shirts as well to match the stickers and you can choose what you want. Hello, Pete from Sweden. Sweden in the house. Woohoo. Teresa says, please do not tell her what to do. Just send it to her for we could put a something. Oh, wait, hold on. Please do not tell her what to do. Just send it to her for we could put a something on it for it's a secret. Own it. I'm not quite sure what you were trying to say there, Teresa, but I guess you're saying don't put the information of the logo on here, but to email it to me. Jane's still up. Good morning, Miss Blue. Pam says, yep, have a business logo and then a number of different fun variety ones. You're right. Vanner t-shirts would be awesome. I definitely buy 2. Thank you, Wanda. Yeah, I didn't know if I wanted to do like Vanner family t-shirts and maybe do like Vanner family auntie or Vanner family brother, Vanner family sister, Vanner family uncle, Vanner family cousin, Vanner family mama, Vanner family pops, something like that because we're all family and I have different brothers, sisters, cousins, aunties, uncles, moms, pops, in the family. So I thought maybe doing something like that so everybody could be part of the family. I don't know. I haven't decided. Patrick says, get yourself copyrighted and trademark to protect yourself. Yeah, that's true. I probably should copyright Crystal Vanner, the name Crystal Vanner, and crystalvanner.com. I probably should try and look into that. That's going to cost some money. Ugh. Yeah, I'll look into that. Life of Low says, as long as you make big people size, I'm buying some. Most people make up to 2x who can wear something that's small. Yeah, I think on Teespring, I think they go 3 or 4x, I think. I'm not sure how big Teesprings are. I think it's 3x or 4x, I believe. Yeah. You have not. You have not what? So yeah, I'm going to have to sit down on the laptop and figure out some different things for t-shirts and stickers and stuff. Good morning, Michelle. From Maryland, East Coast in the house, DMV in the house. The DMV in the house. What's up? What's up? What's up? Need to get some water. I've been having to increase my water intake. And I've been eating hot tamales all night. Maybe this is why I can't sleep. Too much sugar. I've been eating hot tamales. I love hot tamales and milk duds. Those are my 2 favorite candies. Anyway, I don't know why, but I always squish my hot tamales. I like to break the shell up, the hard shell up before I eat it. Don't ask me why I do that. I don't know. Lena says all different people who love you together on this shirt and say my Vanner family. Oh, I don't know about that one. That would be too many different names trying to put. I could just put I'm part of the Vanner family, or it's a Vanner family thing or something like that. I don't know. Pam says hot tamales just might be the reasons for the insomnia. But I went to sleep for like 4 hours. I did sleep 4 hours. Hey, Pishan. Sandy says I should try hot tamale and peanuts. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I do not like peanuts. I don't even eat peanut butter. On occasion, on a rare occasion, probably once a year, I have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I'm not a big fan of peanut butter. Not a big fan of peanuts. I like walnuts. I like cashews. I just don't like peanuts. I don't know what it is about peanuts. Just not, never been a big fan. So, I don't know. Lena says to get to the jelly part quicker. Yeah, maybe that's why I break up the shell. Little Miss Blue says I sleep in a 2X shirt just for the comfort. Yeah, that's true. People could definitely wear them for sleepwear, even if you don't wear it outside. KC says, good morning, my friend. Blessings and love to all. Good morning, KC. Love to you too. What time is it here? It is 4:15. Pam thinks the nuts in the Pam thinks that any tree nuts would work. Well, maybe I'll try it with cashews. I like cashews. Cashews and walnuts are my 2 favorite nuts. I don't like peanuts. Yes, AM. It's AM. In the morning, yes, not in the evening. So I've been up since like 1:37. I think the time was 1:37 when I woke up here in the morning. But this has been going on for like a month that I've been waking up between 1 something and 2 something in the morning. And I'm usually wide awake till about 5 or 6. And then I doze back off for like another hour or two. And then I just get up. So I've been getting about 4 to 6 hours of sleep a night, which is not bad. Um, the problem is it's broken up. I can get away with 5 to 6 hours of sleep if it's continuous and not broken up. But I've been like sleeping for 2 or 3 hours and then wake up for an hour or two and then to get another hour or two. You know, it's weird. If I have uninterrupted 4 hours or uninterrupted, I mean, not 4 hours, uninterrupted 5 to 6 hours of sleep, I'm good. I can go the whole day like that. No problem. But yeah. The Reddit says, good morning. Shh, don't tell anybody I'm eating gummy bears at the moment. Your secret is safe here. Sandy Brown says, you should try jelly beans also. You know which jelly beans I like? I like the Jelly Belly jelly beans, the like gourmet jelly beans. Those are so good. Pam says she's been waking up around 3-ish herself. Patrick says, I'm a jumbo cashew. I'm white, curved, and nutty. Oh my gosh, Patrick. Oh my gosh. Ugh. KC Detox says, do you meditate? There's a really good app I just downloaded, and there's one called Calm. I tried a meditation app like twice and just deleted it. I wasn't using it. I really should definitely get back into doing some yoga. I was doing yoga when I worked at the school. We had a yogi. One of our teachers was a yogi part-time, and she did yoga twice a week at the school after school, and that was like some of the best shape and best feeling that my body felt. And so I really need to get back into yoga. It's hard to do it out here on these rocks, but I could probably scrape away a little path of rocks and put my mat out there and do some yoga. But I definitely need to do some yoga. But the yoga I do is for if you go on YouTube and you search in the search thing, yoga for arthritis, that's the one that I do because of my joint condition. I do have some arthritis, excuse me, but because of my joint condition, I can't do all of the moves. And so the yoga for arthritis is a much easier yoga for me to do. So I really should get back into the yoga. Sandy says, retired in July and find myself up around 3 or 4 a.m. Casey says, I have meditation videos that I do on my channel. I can send them. Yeah, definitely send them to me. HelloCrystalVanner at gmail.com. Yeah, send me some links. I will definitely watch them. Pishan's also been waking up between 3 and 5 a.m. Wanda says, and I'm in a beautiful place to do yoga. You're right. I probably, if I take my mat outside and start doing yoga, I might find some people to join me, huh? Maybe. Patrick says, I listen to sleep meditation music on YouTube, different frequencies. DDP yoga is amazing. Yeah, I'm not that into yoga that I know all the terminology, so you lost me there. I just know that I'm not very flexible and I do have arthritis and I do have my joint condition, so I have to be careful with how much stretching that I do. Because my joints are hypermobile. They're not as flexible as they used to be when I was younger, because people with hypermobile joint syndrome or joint hypermobile joint disease, doctors call it different things, syndrome and disease. We tend to be with the people that are double jointed. Double jointed is not really a thing. You don't have two joints. What you have is hypermobile joints, meaning that your joints can extend past where they're supposed to extend. And when I was younger, I would do all those weird little tricks that people would do with their fingers and their arms and their legs and their shoulders to, freak people out because I was double jointed. But I'm paying for all those tricks now because I have arthritis in most of those joints now. And I can't really stretch them anymore because I really will injure myself. So I need to be doing some lightweight lifting, and I need to be doing some moderate to mild stretches, and definitely the lightweight lifting because I need my muscles to get stronger so that they can carry the burden that my joints can no longer carry. Luckily, I'm not overweight because it's worse for people who have hypermobile joint syndrome and they are overweight. That really can get them in a we're talking lots more pain than what I experienced. So Sandy says, no, I go to sleep around 3 or 4. Oh, you just go to sleep around 3 or 4. Oh, Lordy. DDP yoga is the arthritis yoga for people with disabilities. Oh, okay, great. Casey is talking to Patrick about being a is it Reiki healer? I've heard about Reiki before. That's cool. I have a friend that does that. I would love to go swimming. There's no pool around here. No indoor pool anyway. There's a few hotels, but they all have outdoor pools and they're not open now. I loved swimming as a kid and I love to swim, and I would love to find somewhere where I could do water aerobics because I know that would help me a lot. But yep, can't do it. Hey McD, good morning to you. Pete says here we have daytime so I don't have to sleep. 54 degrees in Houston right now. Cool beans. Yeah, I would love to find a water aerobics class I could take like 2 or 3 times a week. That would be awesome. Hi, unencumbered nomad. Ugh. I just want you guys to know that I can't sit all the way up. So look, I want to show you. This is my bulkhead thing. I would love to take this down. But I think because I have a speaker here, there's speakers in here, although I really don't use I have no radio, so I don't need a speaker. But I would love to take this bulkhead down. These lights don't work. I have lights right here. They don't work. So I can't sit all the way up in bed, but I'm pretty much sitting up. I got the pillows behind me and all that. But I would still like to take this down because then I could raise my closet up a little higher. My closet's on that side. Can you see it? See my closet? If that bulkhead was down, if that bulkhead wasn't there, I could raise my closet up a little higher, and then I could put a one of those boxes underneath my clothing for my underwear and stuff. Right now I'm using a packing cube for underwear. Yeah. So that's what I got going on. All right. Yeah, swimming is much better on your joints. It's no impact at all. I don't think there's one in this town, and right now I can't really do much traveling because of some of the repairs that I need to do. So a YMCA or a YWCA, there's really not one here in this town. So once I'm back to traveling, I could probably find one. Good morning. What is that? Windowless? Windowless. Windowless or Mr. Hart. How about I just say Mr. Hart? I don't know if I messed your name up or not, but I'm hoping I pronounced it right. So my phone is on this gooseneck. So if it keeps bouncing, it's because I'm touching the screen. So when I touch the screen, it bounces. The gooseneck bounces. So if you're getting seasick, that's why. My bad. Okay. I just keep trying to read the comments. Okay. Anywho. All right, well, that was the last of the hot tamales for this box. So what I do to help, another thing I do to help keep my trash down is we burn all of our cardboard and paper, toilet paper, paper towels, cardboard, and I don't mean the toilet paper that you use for pooping, um, the toilet paper that you use for peeing. So I put all of my toilet paper that I wipe myself from urinating with into a like a lunch bag, a paper lunch bag, and then I just throw that into the fire. So you can go to Dollar Tree and get those paper lunch bags. I think you get like 25 to 30 in a pack for $1. So once it's about half full, then I fold it down and toss it in the fire when we make a fire. So that helps keep my trash down, burning all of our paper. When I get mail, if it's junk mail, I throw that in. Cardboard boxes when I get stuff from Amazon. The cardboard when you buy something at Walmart, I separate the plastic. I toss the plastic in the trash and I burn the cardboard. So that helps keep the trash down because you're making a campfire anyway, and it's a good way to help start a fire. So this will go. I have a Dollar Tree plastic trash can that's black that sits up front that I throw all of my cardboard in and stuff like that, paper towels in. So, and then the lunch bag sits next to my toilet. So when I wipe after urinating, I drop the tissue in there. Um, so this will go up front. I'm actually going to just throw it up there and on the floor so it's not in the bed with me when I doze off. And then I will stick it when I get up. I'll stick it in the trash can that's up there by the sink. It's so weird having all this room. It's just it's quite roomy because if this were not your mama's van, I could have just reached over. It would have been so close. But anyway. No more comments. Yeah, we get some thumbs up. We only got 45 thumbs up. Come on, guys. I'm about to jump off, I think. We've been on here for an hour, 15 minutes. I think I'm going to watch some Netflix and try and doze back off. Casey says, I've been following you for a long time. Someone told me about you because of my interest in nomadic living. I pray for your success, and I know that you're going to make it. Thank you so much, Casey. Wanda says, okay, my peeps, it's been real. I'm heading out. Ta-ta. May the sun rise to greet you with kisses, love, and peace. Namaste, love, and miss you, Crystal. Thank you, Wanda. Have a great Monday. Oh, it is great to have more room. I definitely enjoy having more room. I just know probably maybe in 3 to 5 years, I definitely want to get something I can stand in. So I don't know if that means a cargo van that's a high top or if that means a short schoolie. Depends on what my finances look like and what kind of, what kind of good deal I can find in 3 to 5 years. So, I definitely want to stand in the next vehicle. Definitely want to be able to stand up in the next vehicle. Yeah, I probably would not put a high top on this van because the middle of this ceiling, all my there's electronics in the ceiling for I have some lights like mood lights, little soft lights that are on both sides and down the middle. And also my heat and AC ducts for the back of the van are here as well. So probably wouldn't be putting a high top on this van. I'd probably be in 3 to 5 years getting something else. I would love to have a plain red cargo van with no windows with a high top. A white high top, red cargo van with no windows. Doesn't even have to be an extended length. I don't need the extra long length. The length of this is perfectly fine. I just want to be able to stand up. And I don't want windows. I hate having windows. If I could find someone who would be willing to take my windows out and weld metal in its place for me, I would do that. Definitely. Because I do not like having windows. I don't like having to put curtains up. I just want metal. I just want the metal. I don't want windows. Bye, Casey. Oh, you're telling Wanda to have a good day. Okay, never mind. You're telling Wanda bye. Never mind. Lena says, do you like the new Transit? I will send you the picture of the red one. I don't think I want another Ford. I think I would like a Chevy or a Dodge. I don't think I want to get another Ford vehicle if I can help it. This one just happened to be the right price, and I thought it was in better shape. So that's a story I don't even want to get into. But yeah, I don't want another Ford. I've had Fords in the past and I've been disappointed with them, and I think I was kind of tired of looking for vehicles, and when I was told this one was the price that it was and it was in good shape and would give me no problems, that I went ahead and bought it. I think I should have kept looking another couple of weeks and probably found something else. But I think I'm probably going to just keep it for now because I just don't have the money for something else. So I'm just going to fix the little things that I can fix now, a little bit here and there as I'm making money, and just keep my eyes open and try and save what I can and see what happens in another few years. Um, Casey says, I heard it was hard to tag and get insurance for commercial vehicles when it is not for business use. That probably depends on what state you're in. Um, I actually don't know how that would work here in Arizona, but I'm also considering this spring, mid spring to early summer, going up to South Dakota and doing my South Dakota residency. I know I just did my Arizona one, but South Dakota has more benefits. So I'm debating about switching over to South Dakota. So I'll have to look into that and see if it's makes sense for me. I don't think there that it matters because they're very RV friendly in South Dakota. A lot of people have South Dakota tags out here. Wish Upon a Journey says, I'm the opposite. I need at least a side window. I don't want any windows. The only windows I want are the 3 in the front cab area. I don't want back windows. I don't want side windows. That's what the mirrors are for. I don't want any windows. My windows are all permanently covered by curtains anyway. So they're all permanently covered. The back windows are permanently covered. The side windows are permanently covered. The only windows that are uncovered are the front, the windshield, and the driver and passenger windows. Those are the only ones that are open. Jane says, this is my very first chat. Well, thanks for joining us. Lena wants to know what year is it. My vehicle is a 98. It has like 176,000 miles on it. It had 167,000 miles on it. So I've almost put 10,000 miles on it since I've had it. That doesn't even make sense. Wait, that's not right. Why did I say 10,000? All right, hold on. Wait, is that 10,000? Oh, that doesn't make sense. Okay, I have to look at my thing. It was 167 or 168,000. It's now got 176. Gosh, I can't believe I've done that much miles in 4 months. Woof. But I did go all the way up to Maine, and I have come all the way west. So I guess that's true. Hi. So 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76. So it's like 8,000 miles. That makes sense. Um BGLIV says look at Nissan. No, don't want a Nissan either. Nissan, Ford, Mercury. They're all in the family. I don't want anything that has to do with Ford. Not Your Mama's Van was a Mercury Villager with a Nissan engine, but it's all part of the Ford family. You are definitely right about the Ford being fixed or repaired daily or found on the road daily. And I've had Fords in the past, and I've had 2 different Fords in the past that I did not like and said then I wouldn't get any more Fords, but I ended up with what I ended up because money is more of a factor than vehicle type. When you have X amount of dollars, sometimes you have to get what you have to get. Wish Upon a Journey says, have I ever tried an auction for a government vehicle? I have not because I've never had a big chunk of money to be able to play with at an auction. The most I've ever had is like $1,500 for a vehicle. And that was like life savings money. I'm telling you guys, I am poor, have been poor all my life. probably will always be poor. Um, so yeah, and I don't have good credit, so there's nobody's giving me a loan. So yeah, every bit of dollars I have to save and scrimp and save. And it's hard to save when you're putting money into fixing the vehicle you have now and eat. So, you save like $50 a month. It takes time to add that up. Um, Lena says you're getting sleepy. Oh, okay. Jane says, "Do I think America should go metric?" The rest of the world is metric. I don't see why not. I would definitely have to learn it because I have no idea the metric system. It'd be difficult for us old people. I'm not old. Nobody's old, really. You're only as old as you feel. It would be difficult. I would have to learn it. Of course, we'd all have to go back to school and learn it. I cannot substitute teach because I don't have a teacher's license. I was never a teacher. I was what's called an instructional assistant or an assistant teacher. I do not have a degree. I don't have an associate's. I don't have a bachelor's. I can't do any kind of teaching. So no, I cannot do any of that. And I still want to travel. So, huh? Patrick says marry a rich white guy and get my swirl on. Really, literally, Patrick? No, I'm not doing that just to get a new vehicle. No, thanks. If you ever wish upon a journey says if I ever win a lottery, I'll have you in mind. Oh, that would be sweet. Yeah, anybody winning millions in the lottery want to help a sister out with a new vehicle, that would be lovely. I'm just saying. It doesn't even have to be new. I honestly don't even want a new vehicle. I really would not want a new vehicle. I don't want all those computer systems. I don't want all of that. I don't mind an older vehicle. It's just that I need to find an older vehicle that was excellently maintained. You know what I'm saying? So, I prefer the older vehicles. They're made better. They're made to last. You just need one that somebody really took care of and babied. And they're out there. You can find them, but you need like, 5 grand. So it's just not money I can do right now. That's all. Sandy says my car is a 2015 and I have less than 25,000 miles. My drive to work was only 1.5 miles. I hate to drive. Oh my gosh, I would ride a bike if I was that close to work or walk. Casey says speak success in your mind, body, and soul. I am working on my credit. I went from a 440 to a 578 due to my medical issues. 2010, I went 600 to 725 and bought a house. I am going to send you an email. Sure, you can send me the email. I'll look into it. But at this point, I could care less about credit. I really could. So I don't even care. Wish Upon a Time says credit score increase. Love the info. Yeah, you can definitely send me whatever you want to send me about that. I just don't make enough money to put towards any bills. So it just doesn't make sense. Anyway, something I was about to say and I don't remember. Oh well, I think I'm getting tired now. I'm gonna watch some Netflix and go to sleep for a couple of hours. I have some sewing I need to do. I want to sew a couple of my curtains together because I have different panels and you have all the gaps, especially my very, very front curtains behind the seats. I have 4 panels there. So I want to sew the two together and the two together so there's only a gap in the middle because I'm always having to make sure you can't see in here at night, You still close up even though you're parked on BLM land. You still want to close up at night. One, it's helpful to close up, especially the front cab because it gets so cold up there. Like if I were to go open those curtains, it would be much cooler up there than it is back here where I am. My body heat, the heat from my mouth talking, plus my cooktop is being on, helps a lot. So I think next week I'm gonna go and get the Harbor Freight black moving blankets, like I did in Not Your Mama's van, because it's getting cold now, and use those for curtains again, like I used to do, because they have some slight insulation properties to them. So I'm gonna have 2 layers of curtains. I'm gonna have the plain black ones, And then on my side in here, I'll have the Harbor Freight blankets. So when they're black too, but I'm just going to keep the other curtains up. Might as well keep them up. Because when it's nice weather, you want the thinner curtains because you kind of want the airflow when you open up the windows. Because my windows on this van, because it was a conversion van and not a cargo van, my windows have those little sliders on the bottom with screens on them, so I can open up all three of my side windows. I have a big window on this side, and I have two big windows on the driver's side, and then you have the cargo doors on the side. Only one of those windows pops open, but there's no screen on it, so I tend to not open that one as much because then the flies get in and stuff. So sometimes I open the window here next to me, especially like right now, it has a teeny weeny crack in it because I have my cooktop on. And the window over by the sink also has a teeny weeny crack in it because the cooktop is on. So I keep air flowing through the van. And those pretty much stay cracked all the time. Unless it's just really too cold. I'll close the one next to me and just leave the one up there. Because the window by the sink is behind the driver's seat. So that one I'll leave that lit. And when I say little crack, I mean a teeny weeny crack, like a quarter of an inch crack. So even if it rains, nothing's gonna happen. I can leave that cracked. So yeah. Lena says, well, if they win the lottery, they can fix it up totally. So what kind of van would you like to have and what year? I don't know what year vehicle I would like. I'm thinking something probably in the 80s. Like 85 to 89-ish. And it definitely has to be red, or if you're willing to get it painted. But I do want a plain cargo van with the high top. I just want something that or like an 85 road trek would be nice. Because I'm gonna gut some of that stuff anyway, but it would be nice to have the little sink and stuff already in there and the cabinets already in there. So in the bathroom. But I would gut some of the stuff and I would paint and I would redo it. But as long as the engine part is cool and the transmission is good and all that, the tires are good and all that, no rust and all that, that'd be great. You'd have to get it painted red because most road treks are not red. They're all white with blue stripes or white with green, or I don't know why. All RVs are white with stripes. Why do they put stripes on them? I don't know. Bye, Casey. I am not sipping gin. This is water. This is water. I just refilled this bottle. So I bought this bottle because I liked the bottle. I liked the flip top. So I have an actual nice Contango water bottle that sits in the front seat. The front area, the front cab area. And that's the one that I use for driving. And because you don't have to tip it up, you can just sip it because it has a straw inside. So you can just sip it because when you're driving, you don't want to be tipping stuff up and moving your head back while you're driving. So, and it's red, but it sits up in the front. And so I was bringing it back and forth, but a lot of times I would go to drive and my water bottle would be back here and I was already on the road. So I decided get a second water bottle. So for like $2, I bought this Life water bottle, but I just refill it with my water. So, but I liked it because it had a flip top that would stay completely covered. My mouthpiece was covered from dust and stuff. Because, some bottles have the one you pop it open, but the mouthpiece is still out in the open. And it's so dusty here that I really want to keep that mouthpiece that I put my mouth on closed. And you can still get dust in your water bottle with those those pull-up top ones. So this is my back house water bottle. And the other one is my driving water bottle. So no, it's water, ma'am. Wish Upon a Journey says, I hear you. I'm boondocking at Walmart before I get on the road again, but gosh, it's so lots of homeless here. They think it's party central. Oh, that's unfortunate. Jane says, still not in bed. Hey, Vabon. $5 super chat. Thank you. I saw your Facebook messengers pop up. I'll have to read them later. I can't open it up when I'm here. Lena says ball joints, CV joints as well. Yes. Yeah, pretty much all of that. Lena says, when I start working, I'm going to help a sister out. You deserve it, okay? Thank you, Lena. That's very sweet of you. Take care of yourself first, though. You're the most important person. Take care of yourself first. I think I'm gonna go. I know some people just jumped on. It's been an hour and a half, and I think I'm starting to get a little bit tired. So I'm going to go ahead and maybe lay down until the sun comes up. It'll be up in let's see, what time is it? It is 4:45, so it'll probably be up in another hour. So I'm gonna just go ahead and go to bed and try and get some Z's and eat me some oatmeal when I get up and sew my curtains. It was really chilly yesterday. The wind just kicked up and it got really chilly. I'm hoping it's not too windy today. As long as it's not windy, it's pretty mild here. When that wind kicks up, though, it gets real chilly. You got to put a hoodie on. But you can still just do a t-shirt and jeans. And I still had flip-flops on even though it was chilly. I really, as I've gotten older, I really dislike wearing tennis shoes. So I still had my flip-flops on. I just hate the whole socks and tennis shoes thing. I really do. I don't even like sleeping in socks. Like, I took my Pac-Man fleece Snuggie and basically put it at the foot of my bed to keep my feet warm so I didn't have to sleep in socks. I do not like socks. Anyway. Good morning, Lainey. I'm actually jumping off. You'll have to watch the replay. Lena says goodbye. 80 early birds watching. Awesome. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up before you jump off because there's only 61 thumbs up and there's 80 of us on here. Camper 1, I am not going to Women's RTR. I'm not. My favorite oatmeal, walnut. Yes, that's my favorite oatmeal. The walnut and cranberries. Yep. I eat the raisin date walnut one and put craisins in it. All right. Thanks for everybody that jumped on, has been on here for the whole hour and a half and helped me to combat my insomnia or let me ramble on. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all my super chats. Mwah! Have a great morning, everybody, or evening, depending on where in the world you are. Love you guys. Bye.